Dear students, so in this session, I think seventh session, I am going to discuss regarding another utmost important topic of this chapter, residential status and incidence of tax. The tax incidence of an assessee depends on his residential status. For instance, whether an income accrued to an individual outside India is taxable in India depends upon his residential status in India. Similarly, whether an income earned by a foreign national in India is taxable in India depends on the residential status of the individual rather than his citizenship. Therefore, the determination of the residential status of a person is very significant in order to find out his tax liability. The residential status is very important to assess his taxability rather than his citizenship. The citizenship which country belongs to, that is secondary, but the tax liability is assessed on the basis of his residential status. So that's why the residential status of an individual are three kinds. Residential status of an individual under section 6 are three kinds. One is resident and ordinary resident, resident but not ordinary resident, and non-resident. These are all the three kinds of residents under section 6 of the Income Tax Act. Residential status is different from citizenship of a person. Citizenship is according to our constitution, whereas residential status is according to the provisions of section 6 of the Income Tax Act 1961. Section 6 of the Income Tax Act 1961 classifies residential status of an individual as follows. Basic conditions under section 6 subsection 1. An individual should have stayed in India at least for 182 days or more during the previous year. Dear students, listen. An individual should have stayed in India at least for 182 days or more during the previous year. Dear students, the determination of kind of residential status is depending on the provisions laid by under section 6 of income tax. There are two conditions. One is basic conditions, another one is additional conditions or subsequent conditions. First, let us see basic condition under section 6 subsection 1. An individual should have stayed in India at least 182 days or more during the previous year, or an individual must be in India at least 182 days or more during the previous year, or an individual should have stayed in India at least for 60 days or more in the previous year and 365 days or more in 4 years preceding the previous year. Okay. 60 days in the previous year and 4 years preceding the previous year, totally 365 days. Additional conditions. Additional conditions under section 6 subsection 6. An individual should have been a resident by satisfying any one of the basic condition in 2 years out of 10 years preceding the previous year. An individual should have been resident in 2 years out of 10 preceding the previous years. Okay. Next, an individual should have been stayed in India at least for 730 days or more in 7 preceding to the previous year. 7 years preceding to the previous year. So dear students, listen carefully the additional conditions. An individual has been resident in India at least 2 out of 10 previous years immediately preceding the relevant previous years, and an individual has been in India for a period of 730 days or more during the 7 years immediately preceding the relevant previous year. Preceding the relevant previous year. So, determination of residential status of an individual. An individual who satisfies any one or both the basic conditions under section 6 subsection 1 of the act and both the additional conditions under section 6 subsection 6 of the act is a resident and ordinary resident. Okay, so resident andre an individual who satisfies any one basic condition or both basic condition but should satisfy both additional conditions. Okay, both additional conditions. So he is termed as resident but ordinary resident. Then second one, an individual who satisfies any one basic condition or both basic condition and none of the additional conditions is termed as not ordinary resident. Listen carefully. An individual who satisfies any one basic condition or both basic condition and none of the additional conditions is termed as resident but not ordinary resident. Next, an individual who fails to satisfy any one of the basic condition. An individual who fails to satisfy any one of the basic condition is termed as non-resident. Okay. Note. So some important note are there. Note 1. An individual who is a citizen of Indian leaves India in the previous year for employment purpose or as a member of the crew of Indian ship to a foreign country should have in India for 182 days or more during the previous year instead of 60 days as per the second basic condition. And note 2, an individual who is a citizen of India or person from Indian origin settled already in a foreign country coming for a visit to India during the previous year should have stayed in India for 182 days or more during the previous year instead of 60 days as per the second condition. Then note 3, stay in India for 12 days or 60 days or 365 days or 730 days need not to be continuous and need not to be one place in India. Both the day of departure and the day of arrival are included. So these are the very, very important notes must have to the exceptional conditions to the resident. Okay. So dear students, so here we discuss about the residential status. So under that there are 3 categories in the resident and ordinary resident, resident but not ordinary resident, and non-resident. Okay, and also we discuss about the basic conditions and subsequent conditions. Both are very, very important to determine the residential status of an individual. Okay, so next we are going to discuss regarding Incident of tax under section 5. Incident of tax or tax liability of a person is on the basis of residential status of the person imposing income tax in India based on residential status is as follows. Resident and ordinary resident. Ordinarily a resident in India required to pay tax on his world source of income, Indian source or foreign source of income. This is what very important. So resident but not ordinary resident is required to pay tax on his Indian source of income as well as on his foreign business and foreign professional income if the business is controlled and managed from India or the profession is set up in India. A non-resident in India will pay tax only on his Indian source of income. So this is what a chart is very important, whether taxable or not if the assessed is resident but ordinary resident, not ordinary resident and non-resident. So here there is a column particulars of income, whether taxable or not if the assessed is resident but ordinary resident, not ordinary resident and non-resident. First one, an income accrued or arised in India or deemed to be accrued or arise in India received anywhere in the world for resident but ordinary resident, for non-resident and not ordinary resident, it is taxable because it is an Indian income. Next, an income received in India or deemed to be received in India, accrued anywhere in India, is taxable for both because it is also an Indian income. Next, foreign business income, if business is controlled and managed from India, it is taxable for resident and not ordinary resident but not taxable for non-resident. Next, foreign professional income, if profession is set up in India, it is also taxable and taxable for both resident and not ordinary resident but not taxable for non-resident. Next, past untaxed foreign income brought into India during the year. Past untaxed foreign income is not taxable to any kind of resident. Next, past untaxed income, untaxed Indian income found during the year, it is taxable for all. Next, so gross total income. So dear students, this chart is very important in order to calculate the total income. In order to calculate the total income. Okay. So in this video, we discussed about the residential status, types of resident and conditions to be satisfied, basic conditions and subsequent conditions, and the meaning of resident but ordinary resident, non-resident and not ordinary resident, and also incidence of tax, and the chart is also we discussed whether it is taxable or not, or Indian income or foreign income. Okay. Thank you one and all.